There is an 85-year-old man, almost turned into a murderer late one night. He is Ringo Starr, the drummer of the Beatles. You must have heard their songs before, but you can never imagine what's hidden behind him. This old man has always represented peace and love. Recently, I personally revealed a secret that has been buried for decades. That night, he really thought he had killed the person next to him, and the woman who saved his life. Surprisingly, he was not the perfect person to accompany him through difficult times. On my 85th birthday, this rock veteran openly admits his feelings. Barbara Bach was the only true love of his life. He said straightforwardly in the interview, "If it weren't for Barbara, I passed away in 1988. The same fate as those rock stars who overdose on drugs." This paragraph does sound very heavy. But do you think he's just talking casually? No. After leaving the drug rehabilitation center in 1988, this couple moved directly from London to the United States. From that day on, I completely quit drinking and drugs. This ring has been in existence for over 30 years. Save the results of drug rehabilitation and rehabilitation. They switched to a vegetarian diet, exercise regularly every day. Ringo can continue to lead the all-star band on a global tour. You should know that the Beatles have 4 members. John Lennon and George Harrison have already left. Ringo has lived until now. It's all thanks to Barbara pulling him back from the brink of hell. He choked up and said, "The most precious thing for me now is not those gold records. It's the woman standing next to me." Barbara also gave up the pinnacle of her acting career for him. 2 people working together at a charity foundation specially assist those struggling with drug addiction. This confession does sound very touching. But right here, things started to become cruel. Time must go back several decades. In 1962, Ringo joined the Beatles. That year, he met Maureen Cox at the Cave Club in Liverpool. Maureen was only 16 years old at the time. Learn hairdressing. This has nothing to do with the entertainment industry. They speak very quickly. "I secretly got married in February 1965 because Maureen is pregnant. Agents are not allowed to disclose, worried about affecting the band's image. Although the wedding was held in a low-key manner, but the birth of the child still caused a sensation. On the surface, it looks very beautiful. This house was demolished a long time ago." Maureen later said in an interview, "Ringo has a serious sense of inferiority, always afraid of being abandoned. She holds him every night, repeatedly asking if you still love him." This emotional instability gradually turned into control. The Beatles disbanded in 1970. For Ringo, this is a fatal blow. Lost the support of the band. He started drinking and using drugs. Maureen wants to persevere, but I can't even stop someone from jumping into the abyss. Alcohol and feelings of inferiority are just the beginning. The real blow comes from the betrayal of brothers. In the early 1970s, Maureen feels lonely during marital crisis. She went to find George Harrison, the guitarist of the Beatles, Ringo's iron buddy. At first, it was said to be a family dispute. Later, the taste changed. George Harrison's marriage also had issues. 2 people crossed the line. The situation quickly erupted. George is attending a family gathering. Speak directly in front of Ringo. "Do you know, Ringo, I have fallen in love with your wife." The entire dining table froze in an instant. More than 10 years of brotherly friendship tear it up on the spot. George's wife, Pattie Boyd, began to suspect. Later, it was in the bedroom of their own estate. Captured George and Maureen, locked the door. This matter has completely erupted. Media frenzy reporting. John Lennon was so angry that he cursed loudly. Say this is incest. Destroyed the foundation of the band. When it comes to divorce, the lawyer discovered it. In fact, both Ringo and Maureen betrayed each other. The lawsuit ended in 1975. 10 years of marriage have come to an end. Although divorced, Ringo still maintains a civilized relationship with his ex-wife. For the sake of the children, 20 years later, Maureen got leukemia. In 1994, Ringo stood guard by the hospital bed, hold her hand, until she left. After ending their first marriage, Ringo started messing around. One night stand to escape reality. The turning point occurred in 1980. He went to make the movie Caveman, encountered Barbara Bach on set. At that time, Barbara had just finished playing the 007 version of Bond Girl. It's too red, it's turned purple. Ringo went crazy at a glance. At that time, he was already engaged. My fiancée is model Nancy Lee Andrews. The wedding is ready. I've been watching Barbara all night. He deeply regrets getting married. Nancy is very angry. Sue in court for huge compensation. The media is full of curses, but Ringo doesn't care. The century wedding was held in London in April 1981. Paul McCartney and George Harrison are both here. Proving past dissatisfaction is like flipping a page. But the charm of the wedding quickly disappeared. Two scarred people gathered together without mutual support. On the contrary, they fell together. They use drugs and drink alcohol every day. Turn this mansion into a sealed fortress. Cut off all social interactions. Time magazine described them like a vampire afraid of sunlight. The curtains are always pulled. Ringo's music career has come to a complete halt. Barbara also gave up her Hollywood movie contract. Two people were locked up at home, crazily self-destructing. This toxic combination pushed them to the brink of life and death. On a certain evening in 1988, the boundary has been completely broken. That year, Ringo could drink 16 bottles of wine every day. Add medication. The entire human nervous system is in a state of loss of control. That night, there was a drug overdose. He's completely out of control. Start attacking Barbara fiercely. I played for a few hours. All the furniture in the bedroom was smashed. The next morning, I woke up. Toxicity has subsided. Ringo saw a mess on the ground. Barbara is lying on the ground, full of wounds, static. He thought she was dead. In 1995, he cried during an interview. I defeated Barbara fiercely. I thought she was dead. She lay there, covered in blood. I don't remember what I did. The fear at that moment was too terrifying. I almost killed the woman I love the most. This shock woke him up. Watching my wife come back from the brink of death, he understands that this kind of life must end. October 1988. This couple quietly left London, fly to Tucson, Arizona, USA. Enter the top drug rehabilitation center to avoid paparazzi. Ringo registered under the real name Richard Starkey. The surrounding treatment is extremely strict. The withdrawal symptoms brought unbearable pain to both of them, but accompanied by a doctor, they managed to withstand it. Swear never to touch drugs and alcohol again in this lifetime. Surrounding Arizona completely restored this marriage. Let them be reborn from the ruins. Ringo's confession at the age of 85. This is not just a love story. This is more about witnessing forgiveness and awakening. Behind the Beatles' halo, this is a life and death struggle. He won because there is someone by my side who never gives up. What do you think of Ringo Starr and Barbara Bach's journey of rebirth? If you also resonate, leave your thoughts in the comments section. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.